dear students, welcome back. Today we are going to learn a new topic, that is our new module, Module 5, Descriptive Statistics. In this module, we are going to learn about measures of central tendency. Under this session, the topics are arithmetic mean, median, mode, geometric mean, harmonic mean. Measures of dispersion, and the topics under this session are range, mean deviation, quartile deviation, and also standard deviation. And we are going to study about measures of skewness and kurtosis. Are you familiar with the word statistics? Of course, in your high school session, you also learned about statistics. It is the area of study dealing with presentation, analysis, and interpretation of data. Statistics simply means the interpretation of data, quantitative data. It has different meaning in different contexts. For example, as a plural noun, statistics stands for numerical data collected. As a singular noun, statistics is the branch of science which deals with collection, presentation, and analysis of data. As a singular noun, statistics is a branch of science. As a plural noun, it stands for numerical data collected. What is measures of central tendency? It is considered as a typical value and is used to represent whole set of observation. That is, the whole set of observation can be represented by a symbol or single value. It conveys general idea of the whole group. It is generally located at the center or middle of the distribution. The measures of central tendency located at the center or middle of the distribution. And the common word used for measures of central tendency is average. The essential properties of a good average. What are the properties needed for a good average? The first one, it should be clearly defined. The average should be clearly defined. And it should be based on all observation of the data. Good average based on all observation of the data, not only on the one data. It based on the all observation of the data. And it should be easy to calculate and easy to follow. It should be capable of further algebraic treatment. And the various measures of central tendency are arithmetic mean, median, mode, geometric mean, and also harmonic mean. Today, we are going to discuss about arithmetic mean. What is arithmetic mean? It is a mathematical average. For example, we calculate the average of marks, average of heights, average of income. So, arithmetic mean is a mathematical average. It represents the whole data by one figure. We know how to calculate the average of mark, and the average mark should represent the whole data by one number. It is a simple measure and most widely used. And some of the merits of arithmetic mean is easy to calculate, based on all observation of the data, it is stable and also simple to understand. And some of the demerits are, it is affected by extreme values. For example, if we calculate the average mark of a student and the student got less mark and also she got higher mark, but the average means it affect both the higher mark and also the less mark. It is not suitable for averaging ratios and percentages. It is not suitable for averaging ratios and percentages. It can't be calculated for qualitative data. It can't calculate the beauty of a person. Average means it calculated the quantitative data, not the qualitative data. It means some character and also beauty, wisdom, intelligence. It cannot be calculated using this arithmetic mean. It calculates only the quantitative data. Average of numbers, average of ages, average of marks, average of heights can be measured using arithmetic mean, but it can't be calculated. You calculate the beauty, intelligence, etc. It may offer misleading and absurd result in some cases. Next, we are going to discuss arithmetic mean in detail. Mean in individual series, mean in the case of discrete frequency distribution, also mean in the case of continuous frequency distribution. In all these three cases, arithmetic mean is different. First, we are going to discuss mean in individual cases. That means let x1, x2, x3, etc. xn be n individuals. Then the arithmetic mean denoted by x bar is defined as x bar is equal to x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus etc. plus xn divided by n. x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus etc. plus xn is denoted as sigma x by n. If we have some marks, for example, a student got some marks in her 6 subjects, we are going to calculate its average. For this, first calculate the sum of all marks and then divide by the number of marks, number of subjects. So here there are n individuals and n values. So just add these numbers first, then divided by number of items. First problem is the ages of the members of the family are 53, 48, 25, 32 and 8. Find the arithmetic mean of the ages. We are going to find the arithmetic mean of ages. There are 5 ages. That is n is equal to 5. To find the average, just add this number 53 plus 48 plus 25 plus 32 plus 8, then divided by the number of terms. That is, here there are 5 terms. So the solution is arithmetic mean is equal to x bar, which is equal to sigma x by n. Sigma x means sum of these numbers. Here n is equal to 5. So add these numbers divided by 5. So the value is 166 by 5. That is 33.2. Next problem is calculate the arithmetic mean of the following values. We are going to calculate the arithmetic mean. Here there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 terms. We are going to calculate the arithmetic mean of these 10 numbers. So, to calculate the arithmetic mean, first add these numbers, that is sigma x. X bar is equal to sigma x by n. Sigma x means 10 plus 90 plus 85 plus 103 plus 11 plus 29 plus 84 plus 15 plus 35 plus 80 divided by number of terms. Here there are 10 terms. So, these numbers, sum of the numbers divided by number of terms, which is 542 divided by 10. The value is 54.2. Is it clear? I think you got the idea how to calculate the arithmetic mean of an individual series. Is it clear? Next, we are going to discuss about arithmetic mean in the case of discrete frequency distribution. That is, let x1, x2, x3, etc., xn be the values of the variable with the corresponding frequencies f1, f2, f3, etc., fn. That means there are F1 items takes the value x1 and F2 items takes the value x2. F3 items takes the value x3, etc. Fn items takes the value xn. Then the corresponding arithmetic mean is x bar is equal to x1 f1 plus x2 f2 plus x3 f3 plus etc. plus xn fn divided by f1 plus f2 plus f3 plus etc. plus fn. That is sigma fx by n. N is the sum of the frequencies. So, check the first problem. That is, calculate the mean from the following data. Value is 5, 15, 25, 35, 45, 55, 65 and 75. The corresponding frequencies are 15, 20, 25, 24, 12, 31, 71 and 52. For the solution, first draw a table with the heading with the columns as first one is value, that is x. Next column is frequency, that is f. Next column is sigma fx. For this fx, f into x. So first list out the values, then the frequencies, then the column f into x. And each row calculate f into x. So 5 into 15, that is 75. 15 into 20, that is 300. 25 into 25, that is 625. 35 into 24, 840. 45 into 12, that is 540. 55 into 31, that is 1705. 65 into 71, that is 4615. 75 into 52, that is 3900. Then calculate sigma fx. For this, add the numbers 75 plus 300 plus 625 plus 840, 540 plus 1705, 4615 and 3900. Add these numbers, we get sigma fx, that is 12,600. And next, find the value of capital N. For this, sum the numbers 15, 20, 25, 24, 12, 31, 71, 52. And sum of the numbers is 250. We know that arithmetic mean for a discrete frequency distribution is sigma fx by n. Here sigma fx is 12,600 divided by n. N is 250. So in total the value is 50.4. Our next problem is, for the following data related to the distance traveled by the villagers, 520 villagers to buy their weekly requirements. Miles travel 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Number of villagers 38, 104, 140, 78, 48, 42, 28, 24, 16, 2. Here, miles travel is the value of x and number of villagers is the frequency. So, for the solution, draw a table with the 3 columns. First one is x, then frequency, fx, f into x. Here miles traveled is x, that is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. And number of villagers to be f. The values are 38, 104, 140, 78, 48, 42, 28, 24, 16, 2. And corresponding to each row, calculate the value of fx. That is f into x. 2 into 38, that is 76. 4 into 104, that is 416. 6 into 140, that is 840. 8 into 78, that is 624. 10 into 48, that is 480. 12 into 42, 504. 14 into 28, 392. 16 into 24, 384. 18 into 16, 288. 20 into 2, 40. And next, find the value of sigma fx. For this sum, find the sum of the values 76, 416, 840, 624, 480, 504, 392, 384, 288 and 40. The sum is 4044. And to find the value of capital N, find the value of sigma F. That is 38 plus 104 plus 140 plus 78 plus 48 plus 42 plus 28 plus 24 plus 16 plus 2. The value is 520. So we get the value of sigma fx and n. We know that the arithmetic mean is x bar, which is equal to sigma fx by n. Here sigma fx is 4044 and sigma f, that is n, is 520. 4044 divided by 520 is 7.7796. So for a discrete distribution, first draw a table with the column, 3 columns. The first column is x, that is the value, then the frequency, then the column fx. Then find the value of sigma fx and also n. To find the arithmetic mean, sigma fx by n. Calculate the value of x bar, that is sigma fx by n. Next, we are going to discuss arithmetic mean in the case of continuous frequency distribution. That is, take the middle value of the classes as x and apply the same formula for finding arithmetic mean. That is, arithmetic mean is sigma fx by n. It is also similar to the discrete frequency distribution, and as the value of x, choose the middle value. Continuous frequency distribution means the data is given, the value of x is given as a classes, that is 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, like this. And to find the value of x, choose the middle value. For this, the middle value of 0 and 10 is 5 and middle value of 10 and 20 is 15. Likewise, choose the value of x. So, the first problem is calculate the mean from the following data. That is 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50, 50 to 60, 60 to 70, 70 to 80. That means for a continuous frequency distribution, the data is given by the class intervals. That is 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, and x values is as the class intervals. Then the frequency is 15, 30, 53, 75, 100, 110, 115, 125. To find the value of the arithmetic mean, draw a table with age, frequency, mid value. This is mid value is x and fx, sigma fx, fx, f into x. So first list out the ages, that is the class intervals 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50, 50 to 60, 60 to 70, 70 to 80. Then list the frequencies, that is 15, 30, 53, 75, 100, 110, 115, 125. Then find the value of n, that is sum the values 15, 30, 53. We get 623. Next, find the value of mid value. Find the mid value. This is x. The mid value is taken as x. To find the mid value, just add these numbers and divide it by 2. 0 plus 10 is 10. 10 divided by 2 is 5. Similarly, the mid value of 10 and 20 is 15. 10 plus 20, 30. 30 by 2 is 15. Similarly, the mid value of 20 and 30 is 25. Mid value of 30 and 40 is 35. 40 and 50, the mid value is 45. And 50 and 60, the mid value is 55. Similarly, the mid value of 60 and 70 is 70 and 80 is 75. So, then calculate the value of fx. So, 15 into 5. Here, the x is 5. So, 15 into 5 is 75. Then, 30 into 15. That is 450. Similarly, 53 into 25. That is 1325. 75 into 35. That is 2625. 100 into 45. That is 4500. And 110 into 55. That is 6050, and 115 into 65, that is 7475. 125 into 75, that is 9375. And then find the value of sigma fx. For this, find the sum of these numbers: 75 plus 450 plus 1325 plus 2625 plus 4500 plus 6050 plus 7475 plus 9375. The sum of these values is 31,875. So it is also similar to the discrete frequency distribution. The only difference is find the middle value of these class intervals. To find the middle values, just add these numbers 0 and 10, then divided by 2. Similarly, 10 plus 20 divided by 2. This is the middle value. So we get the middle values as x and the frequency. Then find the value of fx for each row. Then calculate sigma fx. We get the final result. So the arithmetic mean is x bar is equal to sigma fx by n. That is 31,875 divided by 623. That is 51.16. So to find the arithmetic mean for a individual series, x bar is equal to sigma x by n, where sigma x is the sum of x terms and divided by n means number of terms. For an discrete frequency distribution, the arithmetic mean is sigma fx by n. And for a continuous frequency distribution, x bar is equal to sigma fx by n, where x is the mid value of each class intervals. Is it clear? I think you got the idea of arithmetic means in the different frequency distribution. So the next problem is calculate the mean from the following data showing the pocket expenses: 20, 29, 30, 39, 40, 49, 50, 59, 60, 69, and the number of students, that is frequency is 10, 8, 6, 4, 2. So for the solution, pocket expense, number of students, mid values, and also fx. Draw a table with 4 columns. First write the class intervals, then the number of students, that is frequency, then find the mid value. To find the mid value of 20 and 29, just add these numbers: 20 plus 29 divided by 2, that is 24.5, and find the corresponding values of each class interval, mid values of each class interval, that are 24.5, 34.5, 44.5, 54.5, 64.5. Then find fx, that is 10 into 24.5, 8 into 34.5. Similarly, find each fx values. Then the solution is, then find the summation of fx, that is sigma fx. For this, add the numbers 245, 276, 267, 218, 129. The value is 1135. And also sigma f, that is 30. For the arithmetic mean, it is sigma fx by n, that is 1135 divided by 30, that is 37.83. So you got the idea of arithmetic mean in detail. So thanks for watching. Thank you.